Well, my electric bill is going to be probably in the region of €1,500 probably this year, maybe 16. I don't know. Like, I've been just trying to tot it up. You know, it's doubled. It's gone up double now. So then gas is separate to that, and you know, I'm trying. I live on my own. I'm on an invalidity pension, not through choice. I had to give up work through ill health, and now I find myself in this situation that I'm on a fixed income, and I need to fight this best I can to try and get my entitlement and everybody else's entitlement that's not getting the money, that is entitled to it. This is our household at the end of the day. Our household. Eamon Ryan doesn't understand that, or doesn't want to understand it. Eamon Ryan is in cuckoo land up there in the Dáil. He's asleep every day anyway, as you well know. But at the end of the day, he goes home to his warm house. He doesn't have to live in a mobile home that's not as comfortable as what he's living in. Even though I have central heating, I have double glazed, it's still, the heat goes out through the walls. So you have to understand that it's not an ideal situation, and my health is deteriorating by the week, and the doctor has told me I'm only over pneumonia and pleurisy. I had it for 3 weeks and was touch and go at one stage, but that's irrelevant basically. What I'm saying is we shouldn't have to go through that, regardless. Everybody in here, that's their household. We are entitled just the same as everybody else. Just because you haven't got an electricity meter, Electric Ireland won't even entertain us. When you ring up, that's the first thing you're asked. What is your electricity meter number? If you haven't got one, you just hang up. And that's it.
I'm living here in McDonagh Park for the last 5 years, and so the government gave out this 200 electricity help or whatever before the summer, and apparently we don't qualify it because we're not a household. But yet this is our fixed permanent address. The mobiles are beautiful. They're lovely. The only problem is they're saunas in the summer and they're freezers in the winter. Now, Leo Varadkar did state, and I will quote, every household in Ireland will get this electric payment. Well, that hasn't happened. We don't qualify for it because we don't live in a fixed abode. And as such, so like, we're in a situation where we're living in a freezing cold. They are very, very cold, these mobiles, in the winter. So, like, while I have a stove, you know, you can't go out and leave the stove light, and so it's a kind of, that's only lit on a few occasions. My heating is by gas. It's €140 for the bottle of gas, and I cannot afford to do it. You would have to buy a bottle every single week to keep the place warm. Now, I live on disability benefit, which is €232 a week. It is impossible to buy a cylinder gas every week out of that and live. So I've gone now and I have bought an electric under blanket, so to keep the bed warm at night. And in the living area then I have 2 economy electric heaters on the go. Now, I can imagine what my bill is going to be next year. Like, I would be afraid to look, but I can't see why we're not getting this payment. I mean, right, we don't have a house as they're calling it, but the easy way out is to get a list from the office here of all the residents and send a cheque. Yeah. They're not stupid, they know how to do it. You know, it's easily done. Yeah. And we are living in hard times. I mean, at the weekends I spend literally going down to my mother for the comfort of not minding every little bit of electric or anything I'm using. I mean, I'd love to see anyone in that government living on €232 a week and heat it and keep yourself and pay your little bills around the place and that kind of thing. Yeah. Just impossible.
Living in the mobile park about 7 years, a little over 7.5 years, and in the last year, 2 years, everything's gone through the roof with prices, from oil to gas to electricity. As you know, everyone knows the same thing. Everyone's in the same boat, but everyone is entitled to getting grants and everything from the government. But anyone that's working and that lives here is not entitled to anything. So I don't know what else to say. Like, that's what you have to do. You have to just keep things on all the time, running, especially in the winter. Summer it's like a sauna, but in the winter it's like a fridge, and you have to have it on, even on a timer or something. So you're constantly, if you want to have lights or an electric heater coming on, you put on the timer.
My message to the government is they want to waken up and start looking. There's thousands of people in this situation, and they really want to think again. Eamon Ryan would want to really think again, because I'm telling you one thing, he will not be voted in again. I'll make sure, because I will blacken him. Like, it's no problem to me to go to the Dáil. We should organise a march to the Dáil now, like on these grounds, and fight them and let them see that we're not going away. But I hope it's a better turnout than today, you know, because me and this lady and a few others here, like, you know, it's a bad show really, but I know people have to work and this and that, that they're unfortunate they can't be here. But if it was a Saturday or a Sunday, I'm sure to God we'd have a better turnout, you know. But I definitely am not going away, and tell Eamon Ryan I am not going away, and he better watch me, because I'm watching him.